Here are Grandma's 50 ingenious home hacks for everyday convenience. Soda crackers to keep salt from drawing moisture. Grandma had a clever way to keep salt from clumping, using soda crackers. In humid conditions, salt absorbs moisture and clumps, making it difficult to use. By placing a few soda crackers in the salt container, they absorb the excess moisture, keeping the salt dry and easy to pour. Replace the crackers as they become damp, ensuring your salt remains free-flowing and ready for use. Place bay leaves in kitchen cabinets to keep pests away. Keep pests out of your kitchen naturally by placing bay leaves in your cabinets. The strong scent of bay leaves repels insects like ants, cockroaches, and weevils. Simply scatter a few dried bay leaves in the corners and along the edges of your cabinets. Replace the leaves every few months or when they lose their scent to maintain an effective barrier against pests. Clean tarnished silver by boiling with baking soda and foil. Restore tarnished silver effortlessly using baking soda and aluminum foil. Line a pot with foil, add the tarnished silver, and sprinkle in a few tablespoons of baking soda. Pour boiling water over the items, submerging them completely. The reaction between the foil, baking soda, and tarnish removes discoloration. After a few minutes, rinse and polish the silver with a soft cloth. Revive flowers in hot water. Revive wilted flowers by placing them in hot water. Trim the stems at an angle and immediately submerge them in a vase of hot water, not boiling. The heat helps open up the stems, allowing water to flow more easily, rehydrating the flowers. Leave them in the hot water until it cools, then transfer to fresh, cool water to extend their life. Add salt to boiling water to prevent eggs from cracking. Prevent eggs from cracking while boiling by adding salt to the water. According to Grandma, the salt increases the water's boiling point and helps the egg whites coagulate quickly if a crack forms, sealing it before it spreads. Add a teaspoon of salt to the water before boiling your eggs, ensuring perfectly cooked, intact eggs every time. Make your bed every day. Start your day with a simple but impactful habit. By Grandma, make your bed every morning. This small task sets a positive tone for the day, promoting a sense of accomplishment and organization. A tidy bed instantly makes the room look cleaner and more inviting. Commit to this daily routine to boost productivity and maintain a more organized living space. Clean bottles with sand and water. To clean narrow-necked bottles effectively, use sand and water. Add a small amount of sand and water to the bottle, then shake vigorously. The abrasive action of the sand scrubs away stubborn residue and stains that brushes can't reach. Rinse thoroughly with clean water afterward. This method is especially useful for cleaning bottles used for oil or other sticky substances. Keep cookies soft with a slice of apple. Prevent cookies from becoming hard by storing them with a slice of apple. The moisture from the apple slice keeps the cookies soft and chewy. Place the apple slice in an airtight container with the cookies, ensuring they don't touch directly. Replace the apple slice every couple of days to maintain softness and freshness. Store eggs pointy side down to keep them fresh. Keep eggs fresh longer by storing them pointy side down in the carton. This position helps maintain the egg's natural air pocket at the top, reducing the risk of spoilage. Store the eggs in their original carton to protect them from absorbing odors and flavors from other foods in the refrigerator. Use a damp cloth with baking soda to clean stainless steel. To clean stainless steel surfaces effectively, use a damp cloth sprinkled with baking soda. Gently rub the surface to remove stains, fingerprints, and grime. Baking soda acts as a mild abrasive, polishing the stainless steel without scratching it. After cleaning, wipe the surface with a clean, damp cloth to remove any residue and restore shine. Soak burnt pots in baking soda and water overnight for easy cleaning. Dealing with burnt pots can be a hassle, but according to Grandma, soaking them in a mixture of baking soda and water overnight makes cleaning much easier. The baking soda works to break down stubborn, burnt residues, loosening them for effortless scrubbing the next day. Simply fill the pot with hot water, add a few tablespoons of baking soda, and let it sit overnight. The next morning, the burnt residue should come off with minimal effort. Rub candle wax on sticky drawers to help them slide. If your drawers are sticking, a quick and easy fix is to rub candle wax along the tracks. The wax creates a smooth surface, allowing the drawers to slide more easily. You can use a plain candle or even leftover candle stubs for this task. Rub the wax along the edges and tracks of the drawer, then slide it back and forth to distribute the wax evenly. This simple trick eliminates frustrating sticking and keeps your drawers functioning smoothly. Store herbs upright in water, covered with a plastic bag. Keep fresh herbs from wilting by storing them upright in a jar of water, much like a bouquet of flowers. Cover the herbs loosely with a plastic bag to maintain moisture and prevent them from drying out. This method extends the freshness of herbs like parsley, cilantro, and basil, keeping them vibrant and flavorful for days. Change the water every couple of days to keep the herbs fresh even longer. Use rice in pepper grinders to prevent clumping. Prevent clumping in your pepper grinder by adding a few grains of rice. The rice absorbs moisture, keeping the peppercorns dry and ensuring a smooth grind. Simply mix a small amount of uncooked rice with the peppercorns in your grinder. The rice also helps to clean the grinder by dislodging any residue stuck in the mechanism. Store berries on paper towels to keep them fresh. To keep berries fresh longer, line the container with paper towels before storing them in the fridge. The paper towels absorb excess moisture, which can cause berries to spoil quickly. Spread the berries in a single layer to prevent bruising and change the paper towels if they become damp. Use mayonnaise to shine wood furniture. Give your wood furniture a fresh shine using mayonnaise. The oil in mayonnaise nourishes the wood, helping to restore its luster. Apply a small amount to a soft cloth and rub it into the wood in circular motions. Let it sit for a few minutes, then buff it off with a clean cloth. This method is especially useful for removing water rings and minor scratches, leaving your furniture looking polished and rejuvenated. Polish brass with ketchup to make it shiny. For an easy and effective way to polish brass, reach for ketchup. The acidity in the ketchup helps dissolve tarnish, restoring the brass's shine. Apply a thin layer of ketchup to the brass item. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, then scrub gently with a soft cloth. Rinse the item with warm water and dry it thoroughly. Use a slice of bread to absorb fridge smells. To combat unpleasant odors in your refrigerator, place a slice of bread on a plate inside the fridge. The bread acts like a sponge, absorbing excess moisture and odors. Replace the bread every few days to maintain a fresh-smelling fridge. This is an easy, inexpensive way to keep your refrigerator smelling clean without using harsh chemicals or artificial scents. Rub soap on mirrors to prevent fogging. Keep your bathroom mirrors fog-free by rubbing a bar of soap across the surface. The soap creates a thin, invisible film that prevents moisture from condensing on the mirror. After rubbing the soap on the mirror, buff it with a clean cloth until the streaks disappear. This trick is especially handy for mirrors in bathrooms with poor ventilation. Soak ink stains in milk before washing to remove them. For stubborn ink stains on clothing, try soaking the stained area in milk before washing. The milk helps to break down the ink, making it easier to wash out. Submerge the stained fabric in a bowl of milk and let it soak for at least 30 minutes. Then wash the item as usual. This pre-treatment can significantly improve your chances of removing the ink stain completely. Boil vinegar in the oven to remove smells. To eliminate stubborn odors from your oven, boil vinegar inside it. Vinegar's acidic properties neutralize and absorb odors, leaving your oven smelling fresh. Here's how Grandma did it. I'll place a pot of water mixed with a cup of vinegar in the oven, set it to a low temperature, and let it simmer for about an hour. Afterward, wipe down the oven's interior. This method is effective for removing lingering food smells. Use yogurt for yeast infections. Yogurt, particularly plain, unsweetened yogurt with live cultures, can be an effective home remedy for yeast infections. The probiotics in yogurt help restore the natural balance of bacteria and yeast in the body. Apply the yogurt externally to the affected area or consume it regularly to help prevent infections. Clean walls with a mop from the bottom up. When cleaning walls, start from the bottom and work your way up to avoid streaks and drips. Use a damp mop to make the job easier, especially for reaching higher areas. Dip the mop in a mild cleaning solution, wring it out, and gently scrub the walls. Cleaning from the bottom up ensures that any dirty water runs down to areas you haven't cleaned yet, preventing unsightly streaks. Sprinkle dried tea leaves on carpets to freshen them. Dried tea leaves can naturally freshen your carpets. The leaves absorb odors and add a pleasant, subtle scent. Simply sprinkle a handful of dried tea leaves across the carpet. Let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, then sweep or vacuum them up. This method is especially useful for freshening up areas that may have absorbed cooking smells or pet odors. Clove oil for toothaches. Clove oil is Grandma's traditional remedy for toothaches due to its natural analgesic properties. The active ingredient, eugenol, numbs the pain and can reduce inflammation. Apply a small amount of clove oil directly to the affected tooth using a cotton swab. Be careful not to use too much, as clove oil is potent. This remedy provides temporary relief, but it's important to see a dentist for persistent tooth pain. Clean scorched irons over salted paper. If your iron has scorch marks, a simple trick is to clean it using salt. Sprinkle a generous amount of salt onto a sheet of paper, then run the hot iron over the salted paper in a circular motion. The salt acts as an abrasive, removing the scorch marks without damaging the iron. Once clean, wipe the iron with a damp cloth to remove any salt residue. Use a potato to soak up extra salt in soups. Accidentally added too much salt to your soup? A potato can help. Simply peel a raw potato and drop it into the pot. Let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. The potato absorbs some of the excess salt, helping to balance the flavors. This quick fix can salvage a dish that's become too salty. Clean windows with vinegar and newspaper for a streak-free shine. For crystal clear, streak-free windows, clean them with a mixture of vinegar and water, followed by wiping with newspaper. Spray the windows with a solution of equal parts vinegar and water, then use crumpled newspaper to wipe them down. The newspaper leaves no lint or streaks, resulting in sparkling, clean glass. Potato slices for minor burns and skin irritation. Soothe minor burns and skin irritations with potato slices. The moisture and starch in potatoes have a cooling effect that can reduce pain and inflammation. Simply cut a potato into thin slices and place them on the affected area for 10 to 15 minutes. This natural remedy is especially useful for kitchen burns and other minor skin irritations. Use crushed eggshells in the garden to keep pests away. Crushed eggshells are an effective, natural way to deter pests in your garden. Scatter the crushed shells around the base of your plants. The sharp edges of the shells repel pests like slugs and snails, protecting your plants from damage. Additionally, eggshells decompose and enrich the soil with calcium, benefiting your garden in multiple ways. Collect and crush eggshells regularly to maintain this protective barrier. Keep brown sugar soft with a marshmallow. To keep brown sugar from hardening, store it with a marshmallow. The moisture in the marshmallow prevents the sugar from clumping and hardening over time. Simply place 1 or 2 marshmallows in the brown sugar container and seal it tightly. The marshmallow will keep the sugar soft and ready to use for baking or cooking. Replace the marshmallow when it becomes dried out to maintain the softness of your brown sugar. Parsley to reduce bad breath. Freshen your breath naturally by chewing on parsley. Parsley contains chlorophyll, which has deodorizing properties that can help neutralize bad breath. After a meal, chew on a sprig of parsley for a few minutes. This simple, natural remedy by Grandma helps to freshen your breath without the need for mints or gum. You can also add parsley to your meals to benefit from its breath-freshening effects. Use sunshine as a natural bleach. Harness the power of sunshine to naturally bleach and brighten your laundry. After washing, hang white or light-colored clothes outside in direct sunlight. The ultraviolet rays in sunlight help to bleach and remove stains, making your whites brighter without the need for harsh chemicals. This method is especially effective for removing yellowing or dinginess from linens and clothing. For best results, rotate the items occasionally to ensure even exposure to the sun. Horehound tea for coughs and sore throats. Soothe coughs and sore throats with horehound tea, a traditional remedy known for its medicinal properties. Horehound acts as an expectorant, helping to clear mucus and ease throat irritation. To make the tea, steep a teaspoon of dried horehound leaves in boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes, then strain and drink. Add honey for extra soothing benefits and a touch of sweetness. Drinking horehound tea can provide relief from persistent coughs and throat discomfort. Horseradish for nasal congestion. Clear nasal congestion with horseradish, a powerful natural remedy. The strong, pungent flavor of horseradish helps to open nasal passages and ease breathing. Grate fresh horseradish and mix it with a bit of vinegar or lemon juice. Take a small spoonful and eat it slowly, allowing the fumes to rise and clear your sinuses. This remedy provides quick relief from congestion and can be repeated as needed to keep nasal passages clear. Rub a walnut on scratched wood to hide marks. To quickly hide scratches on wood furniture, rub a walnut over the affected area. The natural oils in the walnut help to darken the scratch, blending it with the surrounding wood. Simply crack open a walnut, rub the meat of the nut over the scratch in a circular motion, and then buff with a soft cloth. This simple trick effectively disguises minor scratches and restores the appearance of your wood surfaces. Use a damp paper towel to keep lettuce crisp in the fridge. To keep lettuce crisp and fresh in the fridge, place a damp paper towel over it before storing. The moisture from the paper towel helps maintain the lettuce's hydration, preventing it from wilting or becoming limp. Simply lay a damp paper towel over the lettuce leaves and store them in an airtight container or a plastic bag. Replace the paper towel if it dries out to ensure the lettuce stays crisp for longer, extending its shelf life and freshness. Line shelves with old wallpaper for easy cleanup. Repurpose old wallpaper by lining your shelves with it. Not only does this add a decorative touch, but it also makes cleaning easier. When spills or crumbs occur, simply remove and replace the wallpaper liner. Choose patterns that complement your decor and cut the wallpaper to fit each shelf. Sharpen scissors with aluminum foil. Keep your scissors sharp by cutting through aluminum foil. Fold a piece of foil several times to create a thick strip. Then make multiple cuts through the foil with your scissors. The foil helps to hone the blades, restoring their sharpness. Repeat this process whenever your scissors start to feel dull, ensuring they remain effective for cutting various materials. Calendula for healing cuts, scrapes, and minor burns. Calendula is a powerful natural remedy for healing cuts, scrapes, and minor burns. Known for its anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties, calendula can speed up the healing process and reduce pain. Apply calendula cream or ointment directly to the affected area, or steep dried calendula flowers in hot water to make a soothing compress. Regular use helps wounds heal faster while preventing infection. Vinegar-soaked brown paper for soothing bruises. Soothe bruises with a simple remedy of vinegar-soaked brown paper. Soak a piece of brown paper, like a grocery bag, in vinegar, then apply it directly to the bruise. The vinegar's anti-inflammatory properties help reduce swelling and discoloration, while the paper keeps the area moist. Leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes, then gently remove. This old-fashioned remedy by Grandma can accelerate the healing process and bring relief to bruised skin. Store bread with an apple slice to keep it moist. Keep your bread from drying out by storing it with a slice of apple. The moisture from the apple helps maintain the bread's softness, preventing it from becoming stale. Simply place an apple slice in the bread bag or container, making sure it doesn't touch the bread directly. Replace the apple slice every couple of days to ensure the bread stays fresh and moist. Prune juice for relieving constipation. Prune juice is a natural and effective remedy for relieving constipation. Rich in fiber and sorbitol, prune juice helps to soften stools and promote regular bowel movements. Drink a small glass of prune juice in the morning or before bed to alleviate constipation. This gentle, natural remedy is a simple way to support digestive health without the need for over-the-counter laxatives. Shine stainless steel with baby oil. Achieve a streak-free shine on stainless steel surfaces using baby oil. Dab a small amount of baby oil onto a soft cloth, then gently rub it onto the stainless steel, following the grain. This method not only removes fingerprints and smudges, but also adds a protective layer that helps prevent future marks. After applying, buff the surface with a clean, dry cloth to enhance the shine and keep your stainless steel looking pristine. Use apple cider vinegar as a pet chewing deterrent. Discourage your pets from chewing on furniture or other household items by using apple cider vinegar. The strong smell and taste of apple cider vinegar are unpleasant to pets, making it an effective deterrent. Mix equal parts apple cider vinegar and water in a spray bottle, then lightly spray the areas where your pet tends to chew. Reapply as needed to reinforce the deterrent effect and protect your belongings from unwanted chewing. Boil apple peels and cinnamon on the stove to scent the house. Create a warm, inviting scent in your home by boiling apple peels and cinnamon on the stove. Simply place the peels from a few apples in a pot of water, add a few cinnamon sticks, and bring it to a simmer. The steam carries the sweet, spicy aroma throughout your home, acting as a natural air freshener. Let it simmer for as long as desired, adding more water if needed to keep the scent strong. Basil leaves for treating insect bites and stings. Relieve the discomfort of insect bites and stings by applying fresh basil leaves to the affected area. Basil contains natural anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties that help soothe itching and reduce swelling. Crush a few basil leaves to release their juice, then gently rub them on the bite or sting. Polish piano keys with warm water and a little toothpaste. Keep your piano keys clean and shiny by polishing them with warm water and a small amount of toothpaste. Toothpaste contains mild abrasives that help remove dirt and grime without damaging the keys. Apply a pea-sized amount of toothpaste to a damp cloth and gently rub each key. Wipe away any residue with a clean, damp cloth, then dry the keys thoroughly. This method keeps your piano looking pristine and maintains the key's smooth surface. Keep bananas longer by wrapping the stems in plastic wrap. Extend the freshness of bananas by wrapping the stems in plastic wrap. Bananas release ethylene gas from the stems, which speeds up ripening. Wrapping the stems slows down this process, keeping your bananas fresh for several more days. Wrap the stems tightly with plastic wrap or aluminum foil and rewrap after removing a banana to continue preserving the rest of the bunch. Set out a mixture of borax and sugar as a bait for ants. Combat ant infestations with a homemade bait made from borax and sugar. Mix equal parts borax and sugar, then place the mixture in small containers or directly on pieces of cardboard. Set the bait where you've seen ants. The sugar attracts them, and the borax acts as a poison. As ants carry the mixture back to their colony, it effectively reduces the ant population over time. Keep this solution away from pets and children. For more content like this, click here to subscribe.